Wow, not a lot of room in here to work. Okay, gonna try and get a little work done on the actual airframe. Sort of at a standstill waiting for parts for some other stuff, so gonna get back to other projects that we know need to be done and have not been addressed yet. First thing on that list today is to get the cable holes drilled into this cross member here that weren't done before these parts were riveted on, and the accommodating holes in the next rib there, so that we can have control surface motion in the rear of the plane. So that's what we're doing. First thing I'm going to do is get something to approximately mark these holes centered, and then I'm going to look at the plans, take some closer measurements off of there, do some approximations, and then I will drill out the rivets that hold these two brackets on and drill those two holes, find the correct rivets to replace these, put these back on, drill the rear two holes. Not a big project for today, but it's something to do, so enjoy. All right. Creeper makes this a whole lot easier, let me tell you. Bear with me, because this is going to be a little louder than normal due to the echo in here, and I'll try and take care of that in editing, but I can't make any promises. So let's see what I got to remove these guide rollers, or whatever you want to call them, because the thinnest pen that I have is still too thick to get in there. So man, I hope he didn't Loctite these. This just got to be a much bigger job. Alright, let's see what we're looking at underneath. Oh. No, those are just nylock nuts. The ones that hold the pulleys have the cotter pins in them. Very uncomfortable. I'm betting you there was something else on there other than just the nylock nut, because that took a little bit of force and I felt something release, kind of like Loctite breaking free. So that's going to be my guess, is that either that or they buried the nylock nut all the way down to the straight shank. But got it off. That's a start. And it's stuck in the end of my ratcheting wrench. Must not have been the correct size. So that's going to need a little persuasion. And I have metric wrenches, so that didn't work. I'm going to go and get my good old-fashioned imperial wrenches. I'll be back for the other one. Okay. Cozy in here and warm. Alright. I'm going to estimate the location of these to the best of my ability. What I'm probably going to do is put a dot on a dot, the best that I can guesstimate, a straight shot to the rear of the aircraft, and then once the brackets are off, I will probably take a measurement from this outside support inward, this outside support inward, and I'll probably take an average of all my measurements and call that good enough for government work. So, alright, so just gonna stick my head in the way. Gonna roll it up and down like this, and kind of in. Alright, you can't see that quite yet. You will once I remove the brackets. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Maybe you can see this one better. Alright, so pointing to the rear, I'm going to wiggle up and down a little, and then I'm going to kind of wiggle parallel with the base of the mounts. So, okay, that wasn't too terrible. Okay, so 2 rivets on each side need to come out from this side, then I got to get around the back and remove the other, I believe, 8 on each side. So. This drill's going to be loud in here. Okay. If I can reach it. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Just gotta watch out for these things because little metal shards everywhere, and I think you guys have already seen me kneel on one of these before, and it is not pleasant at all. So, alright, I'm gonna swing around the other way and See if there's much room to do this. If not, I'll have to figure it out. I gotta turn around. Alright, and it looks like just two more from the front that I couldn't see that are way up under the top lip. So, okay. One out. Two out. All right, I'm back. I had to sweep for mines here because those little things are dangerous. Okay, so we've got two approximate locations, and let's just see where they land. Huh? That might be a challenge. I'm going to need to drill the rest of those rivet bases down a little bit so I don't bend anything up too much, but we can measure now. Okay. That appears to be just over 6 1/4 inches from that side, and just under 6 1/4 from this side. So let's see, so, no, excuse me. Yeah, 6 3/16 I'll call it. And this side I would call 6 maybe 5/16. So we're going to go with 6 1/4. That's the median. So, and what's the height here? I'd say 3/8 down, and the same. So 3/8 down. If I remember right, I'm going to be drilling a 5/8 hole, which sounds about right. Won't quite touch that upper edge. So let's use a little liquid erase. And let's do 6 1/4. 6 1/4. 3/8 and 3/8. All right. And now, seeing how I learned my lesson about measuring and twice before cutting, then in the last video, let's hold these pulleys up and see if they don't line up. Seeing how I did erase the marks, let's not make another huge mistake. So, okay. That's the right, that's the left. Alright, that appears to be where that one's wanted. And kind of glad a couple of those rivets hung in there. And that appears to be where that one was wanted. So I'm going to go out, double check the prints, and confirm that I did want a 5/8 inch hole there, and then I'll be right back. Oh man. I hope this thing is easy to get in and out of when it's done. Alright, so I did confirm scale drawing is basically 1/2. So using my Mitutoyo calipers, I approximated the circles on the drawings to be about 5/16 of an inch in diameter, which at a half scale would make it a 5/8 inch circle in real life size. So I don't have a center punch with me, so I'm going to try and start these with the small drill I have here and then move on to the step drill. So. Look at how many rivet heads I've collected along this. I don't mind it though, because it keeps me from pushing too far through. Okay. Alright. This one looks just like I want a hair low. This one I want a hair low and a hair inside. So I will try and compensate just a little bit with the step drill. Shouldn't be too difficult to do. Alright, that one there is about the 7/16. So that's half. And that should be 5/8. Five, 6, 7, 5. So I don't know, there might be a 30 seconds or something in there. So one more. All right. Six, 3, 8. Close enough for government work. All right. So this one I'm going to try and come towards me a little bit. little downward pressure on that. Okay. That is that. I shall get my deburring tool and do both sides of the hole. And then we'll move on to the next support section. And we'll come back and attempt to rivet the pulleys back into place. So that's 6 inches from that side. That's so. Call that a center line. And looking on the diagram, it's actually looks like these should be about 7 inches on center, about 7 inches on center. So my holes are slightly closer together here, but seeing how these holes are right at the pulley, I don't think that 1/8 of an inch is going to make a major difference. If it is, I can elongate these holes just a tiny bit in the direction needed, but I don't think that's going to be required. So back here, I'm going to go closer to that 7-inch centered dimension that I was just talking about. So. Measure twice, both directions, double check, triple check, then this is let's be a little smarter. Setting my calipers to pretty much 3/8 of an inch. And seeing how I'm drilling it out anyway, I can just kind of gently scribe the depth that I want there. It doesn't show up all that well though, but it's enough for me to see. And now I'll put the marks there. Okay, and I think this time I'm going to go find my center punch just because I know I own at least 2 of them, so I'm sure I can locate one or scratch all or something I can get a little tiny divot with to get the drill bit started properly. I'll return. Alright. That's a lot of work, I swear. Alright, I couldn't find my actual one of my center punches, but I did find a nice dental pick with a good sharp point. So seeing how it's thin aluminum, I can get a little bit of a center point depression pretty easily, I would think. Yep. It's not much, but I think it's all we need. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see way down here. Let's see. Can see that side, can see that side. All right. One. Alright. Let's see. Just make sure we got a good confirmation. Okay. All right. Swap out to the step drill, and I'll probably put a little bit of downward pressure on them because they appear to be just a tad to the high side. Okay. That doesn't look perfectly round. Let's see what size we're at. go up one. I believe that one's got to come up two. So one shot to clean this one up. Looks like it worked pretty nice. All right. Let's see. Probably gonna get in there with a little sandpaper on a dowel pin or something, because this one just looks a little jaggedy. I don't know if I wasn't holding it center. I don't think my deburring tool is as sharp as it should be right now either. That could have something to do with it. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to try and do a sight line straight down the 3 holes and see. That looks pretty darn good. And that looks pretty darn good. I would be happier if these were that 1/8 of an inch farther out. But I think this should be adequate. I can either oblong these out a little bit or oblong these in just a little bit and be right in line. Actually, this one's even better. So, all right. I'm going to have to deburr those properly, maybe when I can get the aircraft back on its side, have a little easier access to it, because right now I've got the box supporting the tail end of the fuselage there. So kind of using the deburring tool to oblong it a little bit in this direction and a little bit in that direction. I mean, it is a good carbide cutting edge, so that should be fine. Oh yeah. Yep. I'm gonna try and move this one along. Alright, I'm going to get my Scotch-Brite and just do a final sort of edge softening deburr on these, because I can't quite get all the way to the top on the back side. So. But for the most part, it's good. I actually grabbed emery paper instead. I keep rolls of this laying around at about 4 different grits, And I'm going with the finest one I have right now. It's a 320 grit, and I didn't want to get too aggressive here. Just want to take the edges off. Alright, I can put my finger in. I can stick my finger in and rotate it freely, and no blood, no scratches, no nothing. So, these two are done. I'm gonna get a little piece of tape on this, and I'm gonna tape it right to that wall. And that will hopefully serve as a great reminder for me that that still needs to be done back there. But right now, let's figure out the correct rivets and pop these pulleys back into place. Okay. That took a little work, but I need the CCP 44s here, so I got a small bag of them. And some Clecos and some Cleco pliers. And let's put it back together. Let's see. Let's just get one started here. Alright. Probably don't need this many, but let's just make sure we're aligned where we want to be. Plenty of clearance. Okay. Just going to make sure I catch these rear pieces. should be good enough for government work, as they say. Starting to understand why some were done from the back side now. I don't know how we had these. No, these were done from the front side. The others were done from the back side. Okay. Okay, a little technical difficulty there. The camera started beeping because my SD card was full, so I needed to go clean some space off on it so I could finish this. But yeah, here we are. Just back to riveting in these sections here. So get everything I can reach from the front, and then the others are going to have no choice but to be riveted from the rear. So. Got 1, 2, let's get 3 in here that I can reach. Looks like I can get most of the bottom row and a few of the side ones from the front half, and then we gotta go around to the back. Actually, that top one I'm not sure about. Alright. Alright, the only one I see being difficult is the top underside here, because I know I can't get it from the rear. What are we missing? Can I get these? No, that's going to be at an angle. I'm going to do all the top row from the rear, but I'm not sure. I may have to get my manual riveter, see if it has a smaller snout on it to do the top ones. I can definitely reach these other ones from the rear if I need to, but alright, one more trip. We're going to go try and locate my hand riveter. Got it. So, wasn't easy to find, but I did find it. So, let's see. Forgot how hard that can be sometimes. And no ejection. Alright. Working up a little bit of a sweat today. What fun. Okay. Only a few more. I'm just afraid of putting like some sort of sideways twisting motion on this while I'm squeezing to get the break. First squeeze is easy. How many more? 1, 2, 3 on each side. I need to run the drill, but oh, those are just a little close. Alright. Whew. It appears that I've lost one of the little cotter pins. Gotta be right here on the floor, but I thought I was being more careful than that. Just got to put these guides back in. Should be a little fun. Ah, not too bad. I'll go back out and see what kind of torque these should have on them, but for the most part, we're done for today. So, kind of fun to be working back on the airplane. I have a lot to do, but I think I'm done with the procrastinating part. Just got to get in here and work on it little by little, and as long as I keep working on something on a continual basis, it will all get done at some point. So thanks for joining me in these tight quarters today, and remember to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Whether you're subscribed, whether you're not, I don't care. Just passing through, just do me a favor. Click the thumbs up button. YouTube loves it, and it helps me get more exposure with this channel. And if you yourself want to help me get more exposure with the channel, just share them with your friends. And as always, thanks for watching.